Claire Green, coordinator of the book sale. Thank you for taking the time to view this Pricer training video. It's complete but not comprehensive, so I encourage you to come to one of the in-person trainings at Estee Street. The training schedule is on the website. You will also find on the site an instruction sheet about this training. Do print out a copy and follow along as I lead you through what you'll need to know. Please arrive 10 to 20 minutes early and check in with the shift supervisor, and do your own shopping when you're not on duty. And as a volunteer, help yourself to refreshments in the lounge, and there's no charge for them. And we are grateful if you want to bring any homemade treats. So you come a little bit early. Do not park in the parking lot. That's for the customers. So find parking on the streets around if you would, or get dropped off. Right. The first thing you do is ask the patron if they have anything from children's, and divide the items into the 4 categories, A, B, C, and D, which I'll go into in more detail. And then you're going to enter the number on a tally sheet. This is the tally sheet, and it'll have A, B, C, and D, and we'll go into this a little further. Okay. Let's talk about the categories. First off is category A. That's our most expensive category. The obvious first item is a hardcover book, and they are all category A. There are 2 sizes of paperback, trade paperback and mass market, and it's all about the width. This is mass market. This is also, some are taller than others. This is also a mass market. If it fits in the box, you'll have a box at your station. If it fits in the box, it's a mass market. If it does not, it's a trade paperback. Trade paperbacks are category A, just like a hardcover. Okay. Media. Anything digital is going to be an A. We have stuff that's sold like cassettes and VHS. Those are all category D, the old media methods. So we have computer games, which come in varieties. They look like this or this. We have books on CD, which may be in a jewel case or in a box on CD, not on cassette. Music, of course, and DVDs. They could be single, or they could be in a group, a set. For the DVDs in sets, take a look at on the side and on the front to see if there's a sticker that they're worth more than 1 category A. It will say 2 category A, 3 category A. Check the binding of the book. If it's a square binding, it's a category A. Also, if it's a spiral binding, it is also a category A. Stapled bindings are category D, and we'll talk about those later. So, if it has a square binding or spiral, whether it's wire or plastic, that's going to be a category A. Puzzles and games, such as this is Rummy Cube. It is an adult game. Adult games will say ages 8 and up. Adult puzzles. Here's a couple of samples of adult puzzles. They usually have 500 or more pieces, and the picture is usually more of an adult picture. Vinyl records. If they're in a box, it's 1A, because you'll get them in single albums, but those are C's. So 1A for a box of vinyl records. The only exception to the stapled binding rule is the large road atlas. There will be small ones, but the large road atlas, despite its having a stapled binding, is going to be an A. This is the only exception to that. And then in category A's will be strange stuff, which will all be labeled. One category A, two category A, whatever it is, but it will be labeled. Okay, that's the A's. Moving on to the B's is children's hardcover books. Straightforward. Children's pop-up books. Okay. Any playing cards. Playing cards, regular ones, bicycles, or children's cards. This is an old maid game. Or flash cards. Those are all category B. This is called a Fandex. It's not really for children, it's more of a family thing, but we've decided to make them a category B. Children's paperback books are category D, but if they have media in them, this one has a CD, it's going to be a B. Also, children's CDs are also B's. All right, and children's puzzles and games. So, this would be considered a children's game. It says ages 6 and up. Remember I said the adults are 8 and up. And a children's puzzle, you just have to use your judgment on this. This has fewer than 500 pieces, and it's Wall-E. It's a children's puzzle. Okay. Tiny books, what we call tiny books or mini books. And if they're hardcover, they're little. There's you can tell they're tiny. They fit in the box. Okay. If they fit in the box and they're hardcover, they are a B. Okay, I think I've gone over everything in category B, so that's a pretty straightforward category. Oop. Here are some more samples of mini books, but now we're moving on to category C. These are soft cover. Hardcover mini book is a B. Soft cover is a C. And that includes these kind of vinyl-y ones. The biggest category C item, of course, will be the mass market paperback, whether they are the tall ones or not. Those are C's. And the last item in this is vinyl records. Vinyl records. Single ones. The boxed ones are A's, single are C's. Okay. And that's that for now. We get to the big category, the D's. D contains the old media that I was referring to, such as cassettes and books on cassette, not CDs, those are A's, and any VHS tapes. Those are all category D. Children's paperback. Harry Potter is children's for us. I don't care how thick this is, it's going to be a D because it's a children's paperback. Children's hardcover are B's, children's paperbacks are D's. Board books, that means the pages are big and thick, chewed upon probably. This may seem like a hardcover book, but little golden books, they're cheap to buy, we consider them a D. So if you see little golden book, that's going to be a D. This is a hardcover Hansel and Gretel, but it's got a cassette with it, so we're going to put that in the D category too. All children's paperbacks, so this would go. But then when you feel it, you see, oh my gosh, there's some media in there. But then when you open up, it's a record, it's vinyl, so it's older, and so it's going to be a D. Maps and atlases belong in category D, and this is where the smaller road atlas with the stapled spine, anything with the stapled spine except for that large road atlas is going to be a category D. So we have some maps and this small atlas, and we have calendars. Calendars are all D's, whether they're a monthly one or one of these day books. Despite the binding, it's a calendar, it's old, and it's a D. Patterns, whether they are directions, such as this crochet pattern, or for dresses for sewing, those are D's. Comic books are D's. Stapled. You'll see graphic novels, those are A's because they'll have a square binding. So anything stapled. Children's paperback, we already talked about it. Here's another one. Music. Stapled. Or an individual sheet. Each sheet is one category D. So this is a D as well because it has a stapled binding. Cards. Greeting cards, playing cards, bookmarks, these postcards, these single items are 10 for one category D. 10 of these for one category D. If they have 5, it's still one category. If they have 1, it's still one category D. Books of postcards, I don't care how many they have in them, there's still one category D. Packs of sports cards, one category D. And then here we have a box of note cards. And this is a great deal because there's 20 of them in here. But again, one category D. Sometimes individual greeting cards are real fancy. Look for a sticker, one category D. On something this fancy. Also, there's strange stuff like this butterfly bookmark. It'll be labeled. Periodicals are, this has a square binding, but it's a magazine. If it's got a date on it, if it has a date on it, any periodical or journal is going to be a D. So look for, it doesn't matter if it says spring or if it has May. One exception to the hardcover rule is American Heritage. They have a date on them, February 77. That's why this is in the training box. Even though it has a hardcover, American Heritage is a D. And that's pretty much it for the categories. Now, so, customer comes up to you. Did you get anything from children's? They say yes. We divide it into the 4 categories, and then you're going to mark on our cashier tally, which I have a blow up. They're going to be this goldenrod color, and you will mark them. How many A's, how many B's, how many C's, how many D's. You'll be on the taxable side for the most part. If someone shows you a non-tax card, this will be a dealer or it's mostly dealers or nonprofits. They will have this card, and it will be signed, have been signed by a coordinator, and it has a number on it, and you will write that number here and then mark their purchases on the grade non-taxable side. Other things are quilt tickets. People will buy these, they're $1 a piece, or 6 for $5. When you write this here, put the dollar amount. Put 5. If they're getting 6 tickets, write the 5. The cashier, if you write 6, the cashier will charge them $6. So write a 5 or a 1 or 2. Okay. We also have bags and t-shirts for sale. Again, just put the number right there. So the most important thing is for the non-taxable to remember to write the number. Sometimes, if someone shows you a card after you filled out your tally sheet, rip it up and get another one. Just start over. Don't try it. It'll be too confusing for the cashier. If you need a break for any reason, just tell the shift supervisor. We'll either get someone to cover you, or if it's real light, then you'll just go take your break. And then, before you leave, do consider signing up for other shifts. Now that you're familiar with the Pricer responsibilities, you can come in the office and sign up for as many shifts as possible. We always need more folks. Okay. So, if you have any questions, you can call or come into a regular Pricer training. You can check the volunteer calendar on the website, booksale.org, for open times. If you are part of a service group with your shift already assigned, we thank you very much for your help, but you are welcome to sign up for more shifts. So, come in early, don't park in the lot, and have fun. Thanks for watching.